Ever felt like your bank account is a mess and you don't know how much you're saving each month, what you're spending money on, and it feels like backtracking and tracking your expenses now would be too much of a headache? Well, let me show you this simple trick that I personally use to manage my finances that cost you nothing. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 bank accounts that are a non-negotiable for me in my bank account. First, I have an everyday spending account. This is stuff I spend on groceries, rent, utility bills, etc. The second bank account I have is my hardcore savings account, where I use that for long-term saving goals such as a mortgage or saving for a house deposit. The third item would be my thrifty spending account, which I spend on little flippant purchases that I haven't budgeted for that make me feel like I'm able to spend a little bit of extra each month. The other bank account that I have is my holiday account. Everyone needs a holiday, and holidays do cost a lot of money. And so it is important each pay cycle for me to have an amount going towards that account, which you could also call a sinking account. And then the 5th account I have is an emergency account. And this would be if I lost my job, I would have approximately 3 months of emergency savings that I'd be able to dip into and hopefully be able to find something within the 3 months to be able to continue my lifestyle past that point. So what I do is, say if I got paid weekly, and I'm going to say that I get paid $1,000 in the week for rounding purposes. It's easier that way. If I get $1,000, I have that direct debited into my everyday savings account. And say if I get paid on the 1st, I would then have my direct debit set up on the 2nd of that month that go to each of my different bank accounts, buckets to get paid. So if my long-term savings goal is 20%, I would therefore have on the 2nd of the month, $200 coming from my everyday account into my long-term savings account, where I would be paying myself that amount so that anything left over in that everyday account is not to be touched for long-term savings. The second direct debit I would set up on the 2nd is if my goal is to save 10% of my wage on thrifty spending in that month, I would put away $100 going from my everyday account to my spending account, where I can spend on frivolous purchases, such as a new pair of sunglasses, or I might want to spend something on an out-of-budget dinner with friends. Then I might put another $100 towards my holiday account so that I can build that up over a